Good morning, you guys. Today is a full day of lean bulking. I'm not really counting calories, but I just got back from a leg day, and today's day 2 of the program I'm on. And yeah, it was a really good workout, and I actually didn't have sufficient time, so I'm thinking probably gonna have to start waking up at my goal this year is to start waking up normally at like 3:30 in the morning, because it's better when you have a program. Certain exercises require you to do a few exercises all at once, so a superset. And with my gym, it's like if I wake up at 5:30, it's like peak time in the morning at the gym. And I'm a morning person, so I think I'm just gonna wake up earlier, and hopefully I'll get to the point where I'll be getting to the gym at around 4:30, where it's actually empty still, and I can take advantage of the machines without having to fight over them and feeling like a jerk. So yeah. That's how I'm looking. Well, today was a lower day, so I mean, this is how my upper looks. Didn't work my upper though. Sore from yesterday's workout. And yeah, so today is a full day of lean bulking. I'm not counting my calories like I said, but my goal is to hit between 1,800 to a little over 2,000 calories. That puts me in a surplus. So yeah. That's the plan. So the thing with turkey bacon, to get it crispy, I spray it with cooking spray, the pan, and then I cook it slower until it gets really crispy. So I like to cook it on medium and then just cook it for a long time. Tots are still cooking. I love my egg whites barely cooked, so just cooked enough so they're still soft. Zucchini, vegetable mix, then the turkey bacon. Woo! Ostomy supplies! It is now after work, and I suck because I did not post my lunch, and I ate a little bit of the egg whites and the turkey bacon and a tiny bit of the vegetables, and then I put the tater tots in the to-go container thinking I'm going to save it for later. And then I forgot to eat breakfast once I was at work, so I was busy. And then what happened? Oh, and then I got Chick-fil-A for lunch, so I got a spicy chicken sandwich, I got waffle fries, and then I got some chicken strips, and I forgot to film it because I was so hungry. But yeah, now I'm home. Probably gonna take a little nap before I film dinner. What's up, you guys? It is now later, almost evening. It's actually 5:13 p.m. and I'm craving some snacks, and I'm actually gonna make an alcoholic beverage. So I've been cleaning my kitchen, so it's now nice and sparkly clean. I also season, they call it, when you put oil over it again, my cast iron pan. It's kind of a pain because you gotta like scrape off all the grime, put it on the heat a little bit, and then get the oil and spread it around the pan, let it set, and that's what it's called when it's seasoned. And you gotta do this after every time you eat, or I'm not even talking right, after you cook on it, but it's awesome. Alright, so we got the vodka, but we need the juice. So right when I hit this, we're gonna get the juice. Alright, so we got everything we need for this cocktail. We got the ice, we got the orange juice, and this is 50% less sugar orange juice. So one serving, which is 1 cup, is only 50 calories, 13 carbs. Usually orange juice is way more. This is only 10 calories per this bottle. Which is amazing, only 2 carbs. It's just diet cranberry juice. This vodka that was recommended to me from the person at Total Wine, so yeah. Alright, Bartender Lee coming at you with a cocktail video. Alright, so we got our glass of ice, and we're gonna put a shot and a half here. You You guys ever watch that funny video with that lady who's like, and then we're gonna put our vodka, and she like pours the whole bottle. Oops, I spilled some. Usually I just eyeball it for you guys. I'm going to measure it. This is gonna give me a good buzz. And you have to account for the fact that the ice is going to melt and water the drink down more. So a good bartender will account for the ice melting. So, and then I put some cranberry juice about halfway. And I'm gonna top it off with some of this orange juice. And then if you have a shake container, go ahead and do that, but I have one, but I don't really want to waste the time to clean it. So I'm just gonna use a fork and give it a stir. This will be called the Grace Cocktail, very diet friendly. I believe the vodka, since I put a shot and a half, is probably 100 something calories. Cranberry juice probably like maybe even just 2 calories because I didn't use the whole thing. Then you got this. I definitely didn't use all 8 ounces. So these two probably added an extra like 30 calories maybe. So here's the drink. Let's do a taste test. Cheers. Pretty good for a diet cocktail. It actually doesn't taste that diet. Just a little bit from this, but pretty dang good. I wish I could order drinks like this at the bar, but at a regular bar, like a lot of people are not dieting or caring about diet cocktails, so it's really hard to get a good cocktail drink that's not just, you know, soda water and lime juice or, you know, Diet Coke. They usually don't have the other diet flavors. It's a little strong, so I could have put just a shot of vodka, but I kind of like mine strong. And plus, when the ice starts to melt, there's a point where this drink will just taste perfect. Okay, so since I am drinking puts me in a popcorn mood. If you guys don't know, buying popcorn like this is so much cheaper than buying it in the bag, and you get more bang for your buck. The butter can be spendy. It's only actually $3 though for this. So overall, I think you save money doing it this way. I got my pot heating up, and I'm actually just gonna reduce the heat for a second because I don't want it too hot for when I put the oil and everything in there. I only actually heated the pot up, preheated it, because it had water in it, and you do not want to mix oil with water or else it's going to start popping up. So we're going to wait for this to cool down, and then we're going to start the process. But you just can't replace the taste of real butter. So even when I am cutting, if I'm going to go to the movie theaters, I'm going to have my buttered popcorn. And I just basically macro out 700 to 800 calories for the popcorn. So this is what it's going to look like inside. So with my stove top, you have to put this on medium-high heat. So right there is perfect. And then after this step, it's easy. You just put the lid on, and I'm going to dry off all that water. Put the lid on, and then it will start popping. All right, so I've been waiting, and now it's popping. We're going to just start shaking this, putting it on there and letting a little air out. Let the steam out. Once it slows down, I'll take it off the heat. Use a shallow glass baking dish. So I can do that, and then I'm gonna season it. I'm gonna drizzle this like I'm at the movie theater. And I'm not gonna finish this whole thing, I never do, by myself at least. This on here, when I'm dieting, I don't put the extra oil on there after I cook it. This has 0 calories, it's literally just sodium. And then we're gonna top the rest of this on here. I like to put a lot than too little. Let's do a taste test. I know it's gonna taste good. I'm the bomb. Okay, so for dinner tonight, I'm actually gonna make spaghetti. So I'm gonna start on the sauce right now as I snack on my popcorn, and I'll show you guys how I do it. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory since I don't make the tomato base from scratch. I'm gonna use the same pot. I'm gonna start heating it on medium lowish heat. Get it warm while I chop some onions. We got some leftover red onion that I'm going to use up, and I guess I can go through with you guys some basic knife techniques. It's all about the technique, and once you master, like I'm still working on my cutting technique, but once you master it, you can cut like a chef. That's the end goal, and I really do want like a real good knife set, but gotta go with what you can work with. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that in half, and I'm gonna stack this on top. Just makes it more efficient and quick. And I'm gonna go through what I've been practicing. So you want to keep your thumb back, your hands kind of curled, and put this one knuckle, like always pick a knuckle to be in front or kind of rubbing against the blade, and it's gonna kind of look like this as you chop. And there's no way you could cut your fingers as long as the other ones are behind. So as you can see, it's curled and it's constantly like this, so there's no chance that I'm gonna cut myself because everything is behind. So it's pretty much common sense, but you know, a lot of times we watch those cooking shows and we see it and we think, oh, how cool, but it's really actually pretty simple. Because at my mom's restaurant, I was analyzing at how the chefs are cutting so quick and not cutting themselves, and it's because of this technique. Practice slow, please. Don't cut yourself. Get too cocky, and then you're gonna cut yourself. But it's actually safer to cut the proper way than it is to cut the non-proper way, I guess. So that was pretty quick, right? Here's another shot right here. So I'm not the fastest, but way faster than I was before. And you also got to make sure your knife is sharp. And then these runts, when you get toward the end, you can't really cut cool. What I want to do first is add the onion, stir it around slowly until it's translucent. Pot with a little bit of olive oil. Trying to show y'all, so just stir it around. Is getting translucent, so now I'm going to add some garlic because I love garlic. If you don't like garlic, then don't do this. Don't put a good amount. Kind of burn a little bit. I'm going to put it back on the heat and then give it a stir. Yeah, we're just gonna stir it around, cook it until it's browned nicely. So that's browned nicely, a little pink still, but we don't want to overburn it since this beef is pretty lean. Roasted garlic pasta sauce. Do what sauce you like the most, but we're gonna pour this in here. I'm just gonna pour the whole thing in here, so. Pro tip, if you want to get the rest of this out, just put a little water. Don't put that much. A little water and shake it. And then we're gonna pour it in. This is what our sauce is looking like. I'm gonna actually reduce the heat to low. And then we're going to just let this sit, cook, simmer for probably at least 25 minutes. Make sure everything's cooked thoroughly before I add the mushrooms, which is last. While that's simmering, I cleaned up my portobello mushrooms. We're gonna start mincing it or chopping it up. So is curling my hands, and this takes practice, but you're just gonna get good at it. So I've been practicing a lot, well, because I cook a lot, so it just comes with the territory. I'm actually just gonna dump the mushrooms in now. I'm just gonna stir it in, and don't worry, they're gonna shrink up and not be this size. It's kind of like, mushrooms are kind of like spinach. They shrink up in size. We're doing an update. This is the pasta. It's done. I have it on very low heat. And then I have some water boiling. We're gonna add some noodles. All you gotta do with this is pretty simple. Is boil water, added some sea salt to that water, and follow the directions on here. Typically you'd want to do this in a bigger pot, but this is my biggest pot and I needed it for the pasta sauce. This ended up working out, so 6 minutes. This is ultra thin pasta, or thin spaghetti, so I'm trying something new. Usually I get the normal size spaghetti. It's been 6 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and drain this. We're gonna add our noodles first. Scissors or something. So this is dinner. Looks super good. Alright, so this is dinner. Got my spaghetti, and then I got my green beans. Gonna spray some, I can't believe it's not butter spray on the green beans. These are just like the canned green beans, by the way. Of course, this wouldn't be a finished full day of eating if I don't do a taste test. It's my first time using this kind of thin spaghetti. Pretty simple to make. You can use ground turkey. When I'm really not counting my macros, I put like those mini little sausages in here. It's so good. The aftermath. Killed it. So that's going to conclude today's video. If you liked the video, please give it a like. It really does help the channel grow. And I've been seeing a lot of your guys' new comments and everything and your feedback, and thank you, thank you, thank you. And I try to reply back to as many of you as possible. Anyhow, see you on the next one.